Hi and welcome to another video from the Rio Quick Video series. My name is Gary Moulton. This is a third installment of a four-part series of recording contacts in Rio. And in this video I'm going to show you how to reschedule a booked appointment on the same day and also how to reschedule an appointment to another day. It is worth noting if the appointment has already been outcome, then this is not possible. Okay, we'll start with rescheduling on the same day. I'm going to navigate to my diary, clicking on the icon at the top, clicking on HCP Diary. That brings me into my diary, and I'm going to navigate to the appointment in question. So this is the appointment which needs to be rescheduled to 2:30. So you'll need to click into the appointment time without actually clicking on the numbers and drag the appointment. So you click and hold your mouse and keep dragging to the required time slot. You'll notice the highlighted slots as my mouse moves across the page. Once you get to the appointment time, release your finger off the mouse and the reschedule dialog box should appear. Rescheduled reason needs to be selected because that's mandatory. Other activity booked, and no comment is needed. You can put a comment in if you feel it's necessary. Click reschedule. Now navigate to the appointment time, and you will see the appointment reappears in the new time slot, 2:30 to 3. And when you look across to the right hand side of the booking, you will notice there is an icon which represents an appointment has been rescheduled, and it's the clock. You hover over that and it will show you the reason why the appointment was rescheduled. So that's rescheduling the appointment within the same day. Now we'll have a look at rescheduling an appointment to another day. So we'll use the same client who's now decided they prefer to have the appointment rescheduled to the following day, which will be Wednesday. First of all, you'll need to ensure that you can see the appointment scratch pad on the left hand side of the page. So I'm just going to scroll this section here, scroll down, and we can see the appointment scratch pad. Once you can see the appointment scratch pad, you will then need to click into the appointment time without actually clicking on the numbers, and this time you're going to drag the appointment, keep dragging it across the page until you get to the appointment scratch pad. You release your finger off the mouse. You'll notice the scratch pad was highlighted in blue. Then the Move Appointment to Scratch Pad dialog box appears. Choose the reason, which is mandatory. Record a comment if you feel it's necessary, but it's not mandatory. Move to Scratch Pad needs to be clicked, so there's a button here, Move to Scratch Pad. Click on that. And the client is now in the appointment scratch pad and awaiting to be removed and placed into the newly desired appointment time. So the next stage would be to navigate to the date and time. So it's going to be rescheduled for tomorrow. So I'll just use this arrow pointing to the right, click on that once, it brings me to tomorrow's date, and the client wanted to do it at the same time as today. So I scroll down the diary page, ensuring that I can see the time for that date, and then ensure I can see the scratch pad clearly, so I scroll through to see the appointment. My client is still there. You'll notice there are some icons. The eye allows you to view information on that appointment. So it tells me the original date and time, the intended duration, what type of appointment it was, the location, and so on. And also, if you needed to cancel the appointment, so the client decided, actually, I don't want it to be rescheduled, just cancel it, then you would click this little icon here, and the option to cancel would appear. You would click on that and follow the prompts. But we don't want to do that. We're going to click anywhere into the information and drag it across to the diary page for the required time. Notice as you drag across, it highlights the diary slots. When you get to the desired slot, release your finger off the mouse, and the option to print a letter will now appear. So if your service is configured to send letters of confirmation for appointments, then you would be clicking on print. We don't need to do that. We're not printing letters, so you can close this if you do not. And then you scroll to the appropriate time, and you'll see the appointment has now been rescheduled to the new date. And again, the reschedule icon will appear in the right hand corner just to indicate that this appointment has been rescheduled. So just to summarize this, if you want to reschedule an appointment for another day, then you first of all drag the appointment into the scratchpad area. You then navigate your diary to the desired date, ensuring you can see the desired time. You would then drag a client from the appointment scratchpad and drop them into the desired time slot. So that brings us to the end of rescheduling an appointment. Thanks for watching.